Hey guys, it's Daniel here. Welcome back to the Motor Dan's Garage, and today we are doing some work on the Meanstreak. So today we are replacing the spark plugs and the HT leads. Now this HT lead here, as you can see, it just pulls straight off. It doesn't have that wee spring clip anymore that holds it on the end of the spark plug. That's why I'm changing it. I don't have to change them all, but I am going to be changing them all anyway. And I'm also changing the spark plugs because I don't know when they were last done. This hasn't caused me any issues. It's been a while since I bought the bike, but it's something I've been meaning to change, so I decided to do it. So the spark plugs I went with are the NGK DPR8 EA9s, and I got these from my local Kawasaki dealer. They were about $11 each delivered times 4, which wasn't too bad. The bike had NGK DPR6 EA9s currently in it, so it's 2 heat ranges colder, which is what you want for a hotter climate. This is what my Kawasaki dealer recommended for where I am. Now I have also seen that some people recommend having a colder plug in the rear, I think it is, compared to the front cylinder, but my Kawasaki dealer just stuck this in all 4, so that's what I'm doing. Yeah, they were about $10 each, $11 each. I got my HT leads from the UK, from Fowler Parts, and I paid £11.77 for the rear one and £12.07 for the front one. Now double that for New Zealand dollars, so about $24 and $22 roughly. Now I did look at getting these from a Kawasaki dealer in New Zealand, and they were about $50 a piece for the same part, genuine Kawasaki part, compared to $22 a piece. It's a no-brainer. Just get it from the UK. There was no stock in New Zealand either, so we'd have to wait, I think it was 6 to 8 weeks from Japan. Whereas these were in stock in the UK and were delivered within 2 weeks. So that's what I did. It's a super simple job to do. I'll bring it over and we'll get it done. Right, I'll start with this one. Pop it off. Now I'm just using the tool that was in the toolkit. Stick that onto there, and then just a 17mm spanner. Now look at that. Doesn't look terrible, but it's certainly seen better days. And that is a DPR6 EA9, like I said. Just grab your new spark plug. Now I never set the gaps on these. The Kawasaki specification is 0.8 to 0.9 millimeters. This is set by NGK in the factory at 0.9 millimeters. So unless it's been dropped, that gap is good for this motorcycle. All I ever do is just look at the tip, make sure it's not obviously bent. This one actually looks pretty good. If it did have a bend in it at all, I would obviously gap it, but I'm not going to this time. I generally don't put anti-seize on it either. You can if you want. I generally wouldn't for spark plugs. Screw that in. Now this is similar sort of tightness to a sump plug. You've just got that crush gasket on the bottom, so you just basically want to nip that up. Just want to crush it. So you don't want to go nuts with the spanner, but just a wee nip on there and it's fine. And now to change your HT lead, you pop back this cover here, and then it actually unscrews from the lead. Pull off that cover, and we'll grab the new one. I will keep these as spares, apart from that front one that's obviously damaged. I will keep all the rest as spares. I think it will be worth having. Put on your cap first. Now if you have a look in here, that's how they attach. You can see that. There's like a brass screw. So you want to just screw that onto the end of the lead. Now before you do that, you just want to snip the very end off where the old bit was screwed in. So you're screwing into a fresh a fresh bit of the wire and just screw her in. Don't go mega tight on this, as you will probably strip it. Just screw it in until it's just snipped up. Put your cover on. 2 done. We'll just repeat the process for this side. Cut the end off again. There we go. Right guys, as you've seen, that was a super simple job to do. We've already done the other side, so this bike is good to go now. Now Kawasaki recommends you change those spark plugs every 12,000 kilometres or 7,500 miles, I think it is. I would generally do it probably about every 10,000 kilometres. It's really not a hard thing to do. And 10,000 kilometres, you won't have to ever worry about gapping them either. Just chuck them in and forget about them. Those HT leads, I probably wouldn't change them again unless I had a problem with them. I'll keep those other ones as spares, but they should generally last the lifetime of the vehicle. Right, so that's it for this video guys. Thanks for watching and I will catch you all next time. See you later.